negative never likes positive. Your beauty will get you a man, but your character will keep the man. In this life, maybe this is my turn to be rich. And when he sends somebody to help you and you screw that person, you didn't screw the person, you screw God.
Student of the game, I'm a scholastic. Platinum when I swipe, no, it's not plastic. I fill up the bank, magic. Student of the game, I got my masters.
Man, it feels good to be in the back here, man. Dog, so this is how you've been enjoying, your whole life, like just chilling in the back of a Phantom.
Yeah, man. You know, you sometimes you work hard. You got to continue to see the fruits of your labor.
Right.
You know, who said only the bad guys have to have fun?
Right.
You know, we good guys have to. We got to have fun too. We work hard for our money. You know, some people don't understand the story, the journey.
Right.
You know, so when we're here, because when we die, guess what? We can't take none of this with us.
Fact.
So I gotta make sure I enjoy it while I'm here.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like I'm in a private jet right now. Like it feels, even from the sound, I can't hear anything that's going on outside.
You know, it's so fun. You know, it's funny because the guys that built Rolls Royce, actually, the two business partners, you know, Rolls and Royce, they both. One of them.
So that's where the name came from.
Yeah, there were two owners. One
Rolls
guy
Royce.
is a guy that builds planes. So that's why Rolls Royce is like the king of all of them. And when you notice people that have private planes, which is my next goal, you know, people that have private planes, you only see a Rolls Royce parked right there. You know, it's designed just like it's a beautiful story how they became business partners and they built something beautiful. So I'm excited about it. You know.
So I see that you went with the color orange. Like it's beautiful in here, by the way.
Oh,
you know,
thank you.
This is ghost right here.
You know, so with this, when I got it, you know, the Phantom makes it, the dealer, when I was buying it from the sales guy, you know, he showed me this. I'm like, man, this is the color. And he told me I can't remember what they call this color. It's something oriental something.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it's beautiful. Let's do it.
Right. I see the stars all across.
Yeah.
So, oh man. it's really good. So like I would say, like, what inspired you to get a Phantom? Because I know the last time you were in a Porsche, or is it Porsche, whatever way you say it, right? Like every time I'm chilling with Doug, it's a different car, right? And the next time we chill again, it's probably gonna be
private plane, yes.
Private plane. Yes. So like I'm loving it, especially as a Nigerian immigrant. Yeah. Like that is such an inspiring story. So like, how did you, like get into Phantom? Because a lot of people will be like, this guy's crazy. That's a house, right? Like right now, we're in a moving house. Like the house is driving.
I guess people call it a house because of the price of it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, because of the price. And it's not a small house. This is not a cheap house, okay?
No. I mean, the thing is this, I just didn't want to buy a Ghost or a Cullinan or any of those things. I wanted to get something different and something unique, and also to make sure that it's different from everyone else out there on the street. And I also want to use this to inspire the people that are coming behind me. I never thought that one day I'll be driving a Phantom. Wasn't a part of the plan.
Wait, you're not driving, you're riding.
I mean, right?
You're in the back. Let's correct this, okay?
I know, my driver, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
This wasn't something that, but as God will plan everything for you, sometimes it's not you making the plan, it's God making the plan. Right. Because if you make the plan, you're going to fail. Let God plan it out for you. You just keep doing what you're supposed to do. Right? And I was doing what I was supposed to, and it came out that this was necessary, and we took it. So, as God will have it, everything works out the way it's supposed to work out. So yeah. So I just tell people, just work hard, do the right thing, focus on what you're supposed to focus on. Don't worry about what other people are doing around you. Right. Just focus on you and do the right thing. Don't mistreat people, don't steal from nobody, just focus on you. Right. And you'll keep getting the blessing. And when it's the right time, you'll know when the right time is. Right. There's never a rush to invest money, never rush to jump into stuff. Be patient. If you're patient, and things will happen. And my wife will tell you that, like, I don't jump into anything I'm very patient. If I'm about to do business and I start seeing the corners and there's so much roadblocks, I just back away.
That means it wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be at all, you know. So I like to have things
that's very interesting you said that, right? Because, you know, we're in a new age now in terms of we're in a digital age where we're in the world of like stocks, crypto, and over there you can see fast money, right? You know, I would say. So like, what do you have to say in regards to, you know, us, the younger ones that wants it now? Like, I want my Phantom next week, you know? Like, what do you have to say in regards to that? Like, what can help us to maintain our like patience?
No, I mean, the thing is this, you know, you can't rush yourself, because sometimes you rush and you didn't let God do it for you, you know, and then you're going to rush into a headache, you know, because having a driver, paying for Phantom, and doing all these things at the same time costs a lot of money. It ain't cheap, right? You know, my driver ain't cheap.
Right.
You know, he
a boss himself.
he makes sure he gets his money. So I have to continue making sure I pay him.
Right.
You know, but at the end of the day, you know, you got to be patient and get that money. You know, work hard, do what you're supposed to do, invest well, save well. Because a lot of people don't save, they don't invest, they don't plan properly. And then they get in trouble because they're living above their means. Right. You know, I try to stay within my means and also plan for the better. And when I get whatever I get, I already plan for it.
Right.
I already know what's going to cost me to do it. And most of the things I'm paying for, this car right here, you know, I have another liability that's paying for this. Wow. You know, so I have stuff that's making money for me that's paying for this stuff. So, and this car makes money for me too, because we rent it out. You know, people do their prom with it, right? You just did a prom event with someone. People take pictures for weddings. You know, they use it for their wedding. You rented it for your wedding.
Yep.
Right.
This is what I was writing.
Right, for your wedding. You know, so people pay. You know, so the car is working. Right. You know, it sits in the garage, but then it goes and does its work and make me money. So everything, some people come in and they take pictures with it, and I get paid from that. So you just got to plan. That's all it is.
You said one thing that's very key, right? Which is whatever you want to buy, find a way to make it an investment.
Yes.
Somehow, right? Find a way for you to enjoy it, and at the same time, let it bring money for you.
It has to. It has to bring money for you. Yeah. If not, then you're just wasting time.
So what was your first, I would say like your first luxurious car? I mean, since we're in the car, right, let's just talk about cars, man.
Okay.
What was your first luxurious car? When was it? You know, being an immigrant.
Yes.
How long did it take you to, you know, buy the first car that you're like, yes, this is the car I've dreamt of?
Yeah, you know, being a Nigerian guy, man, you know, the first car we always get, especially when we make some money, is a Mercedes-Benz.
That's where I'm at right now.
Mercedes is the first one. So I got my first Mercedes-Benz was an E300.
Wow.
No, E300. Is it 300, 350? They had the E3, 300. Yeah, 350. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So so that's the first one I got.
Okay.
But then, man, my car note was because I didn't know nothing about credit. You know, when I bought it, but I was making money. Right. So that was my first one, and later on I upgraded to an S63, actually S65 AMG.
S-Class
AMG, you know. Right. So I upgraded to that, and then, you know, I did an Audi, you know, the top of the line Audi, you know, for executives. And then I got I also bought the other Mercedes, the 500, when the R500 when it came out. Then I got
you fight a lot. Mercedes paying you at this point. You fight a lot of Mercedes.
Mercedes. You know, that's the you know, I miss Mercedes. I miss it. But just now we moved on to electric cars now, so you know, it's all good. And the next one I want to get, actually, I want to get the Rolls Royce electric.
Okay.
You know, the new one.
I forgot the name.
What's the name again? I keep forgetting the name.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
Let me look it up. I have it in my picture. So
I think it's with an E or R or something.
Yeah.
Spectra.
Yeah, Spectra.
Yeah. I was like, I've been researching this thing. I want to own one thing. I've been researching.
So I'm getting that. Nice. So yeah, and I'm a member of this. So Rolls Royce have a network. So they have an app and in the app they have, you could network with other Rolls Royce owners.
Wow.
So I'm networking with all these millionaires and stuff like that. There's some folks we're about to do some business together.
Just by buying Rolls Royce.
Just by buying
so
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce is about to pay for itself.
Exactly,
Wonderful.
So you're networking with people that got money, because to be on this app you have to own a Rolls Royce.
Right.
They actually verify if you own one. So you can't just say I own one. No.
Right.
They have to verify, and it has to be a certain year. Can't just be any.
You can buy the old one.
No. They won't invite you.
You buy 2009 Rolls Royce. That's like 20 years ago.
No, they don't.
Claim me, you buy Rolls Royce. So, I mean, you're immigrant. I'm immigrant.
Yes.
I'm sure most of the people watching this video right now are immigrants. What do you have to say to immigrants, that come to the United States? And we have this thing where it's like lack of information. And I was talking to somebody just the other day, and we were talking about how, the foundation our parents set for us, we're thankful, but we always wish they set a higher foundation for us, because now we came in, it's kind of like negative, right? And all we're trying to do is keep our head above the water so that our next generation, can continue where we continued. What message do you have for all the immigrants, and how can we progress and take things to the next level? Because we want to ride phantoms too.
One thing I want to say is this: we can't blame our parents, right, for the information and the knowledge that they had.
Right.
Because they had the knowledge that they had because nobody else is teaching them anything else, right? And we are lucky and blessed that we came to America. Because remember, some of our parents live in Africa and stuff like that, and even the ones that live here, we can't blame them either, because there's people that are here that don't even know the rules to the game, right? I been in this industry, and the reason, when I got into the financial services industry, I didn't know a whole lot about finance, and because I took the time and say, you know what, I'm going to step outside the box,
Right.
and think, and first of all research wealthy people. See, most people they stay in the same box. They get the same knowledge from the circle of friends that are in the same circle that they're in, and they're doing the same thing based on the information that they know, which is, if you think about America, for example, everybody wants to invest in real estate because that's what the media is telling you to invest in. Everybody invests in 401k, stocks and mutual fund, because that's what the media tells you to do. So when they stay in that circular box, they don't think outside. So when I started thinking outside the box, I started seeing what the wealthy people in America invest in. They don't invest in the things that all these people are investing in. Not that they're not buying real estate. They do real estate as well, but that's not the only thing.
Right.
There's a lot of alternative investment that you don't hear about on the news. You don't hear about in the media. You don't hear financial advisors talking about it. For example, some people have seen me and they hear me talk about casual life insurance, right? But they don't understand it because they think it's just for debt. But and it's not an investment. You can't compare casual insurance to real estate because it's not an investment. But it's a place to park money. Why do I say it like that? Well, because it's safe, it's protected. Because you got to always think about, just like football, defense, right? You got to always think defense when it comes to your money. What if somebody comes after your money and they want to sue you? How quickly can they access it? If you have money in the bank, I could sue you and take the money. I could put a lien on it. The credit card companies could take money out of your bank account. A lot of people don't know that. So I want to protect my money where nobody can touch it, So you got to protect your money. That's the first thing. You got to find the holes in your financial bucket, in the parking garage where you're parking your money. Because if you have a parking garage, and let's say I park, like my Phantom is parked in the garage.
Right.
But if that garage is open at night, is it protected?
It's not.
It's not. If the key, so I want to make sure that the garage is locked. Nobody can go in, so I could sleep like a baby. So I did the same thing with my money. I need to be able to sleep at night, not worrying about somebody stealing my money.
Talking about money, what is the wildest thing that you've done with money? Either you think it's wild or people will consider it wild.
Man, wildest. When you work for your money, right? And being a Nigerian Igbo.
Igbo man.
when you work hard for your money, you don't really spend it on stupid stuff.
Right.
You know, you're very, very careful because you're calculative on what you do with
Right.
your money, you know. But I mean, I don't know, you know, if saying, let me think about that for a minute, because I guess it depends on what somebody's calling wild,
Wild,
right?
right.
You know, what would they say wild? Okay, in terms of wild, like, give me an example, because maybe my, you know,
Maybe you want to splurge money on something random that you didn't need.
well, we do that anyway,
Yeah.
you know. You know, I mean, I might want it, somebody else might say it's useless. Okay, for example, okay, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
So before, back in when I was broke, right, I always say, why are they flying business class or first class? Why are you spending all this money on that? We're gonna get there the same time. Until I flew first class.
Until you experienced it.
I'm like, I see.
You're like Thunder
why
Fire
they-
Party.
I see why they fly it. It's a different level.
Right.
So one of the ones I splunged on was flying first class to, you know, to Dubai, you know, with their first class experience that they have.
When I went to Dubai, I just said, let me see
how
out of curiosity.
different.
That's not small money.
No, it's not.
You can buy a brand new car.
Yes.
With that, yeah,
yes.
a brand new nice
$24,000 to be exact.
24 grand. You can buy a brand new car.
Yes, I did that. You know,
Wow.
but it was a great experience. Have I done it since? No, because I only wanted to do it one time and experience it. The one I want to experience next is even though I don't like them, but I'm going to experience it. It's the Air France first class.
Is it good?
Oh my God, is it good? Yes. You know, I don't like them, but you know, I will. I will one day.
Why don't you like Air France?
You know, I mean, I'm a real black man, African to the core.
Right.
So I don't like when people cheat Africans and cheat black people and rip us off. So I just don't. That's the reason I don't even visit that country, because I just don't like what they do to Africans in Africa and all that stuff. So it's a different, you know, something different.
You know one thing I like about you is, you know, Doug, you're not afraid to like say your
my
opinion.
mind. Yeah,
you're not afraid to say your mind. You know, do you what is the reason why? Because sometimes a lot of people are afraid to say their mind and stuff. Like, what is the drive behind you, and what gives you, you know, that motivation to be able to say your mind?
Well, because at the end of the day, you know, the truth is the truth. And I can't shy away from the truth. And if I see somebody mistreating someone, I'm going to say my truth. Right. And nobody's feeding me, you know, nobody's paying for my food. I work. See, when when your hand is clean, you work hard for everything you earned. Yeah, why am I scared? You know, I gotta say my truth. Now, some people might like it, some people might not like my truth, but it's my truth.
Right.
And I stand by my truth, you know, and that's the way it is. So I don't care what somebody thinks about it. That's their opinion. I have mine, so I share mine, you know, and I just don't like people being, you know, mistreat people. The world, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you cannot leave this world with this stuff, with material things.
Right.
You know, when God blesses us, He gives it to us so that we can experience certain things. Like the life maybe before I came into this life, because the world is a circle. I know some people think, oh, when you die, you're gonna go to heaven. No, heaven and earth is right here.
Right.
All right. And I believe in reincarnation. I believe people will come back. You know, I don't know, in my past life, maybe I was broke, right? In this life, maybe this is my turn to be rich, right? So when God is blessing me, I got to make sure I remember that, because the next life I come, I don't know what I'm going to be, right? Because when we die, our body dies, but our soul moves on and gets into some other body, somebody else's body, you know, a new body. So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you know, one thing I always say to people, sometimes we pray, you know, God, give me this, God, help me, you know, give me money, give me this. But God is not coming from heaven to give it to you.
Right.
He's going to send somebody to do it.
That's powerful.
And when He sends somebody to help you and you screw that person, you didn't screw the person, you screwed God. So when God starts punishing you, and you're like, why is He punishing me? Well, because you screwed His Son that He sent to help you. You've been begging God to help you to do this. Oh, give me a good job. Give me this. And all of a sudden you get the good job, you think you got it because of you. You forgot that you used to pray. When you were struggling, begging for food, you were begging God, crying, and he said, okay, I'll get you a job. And you get to the job and you screw up. All you screwed was God. So that's why when I do for people, I don't do it for them, I do it for God. Right. So when they screw me, and a lot of people have screwed me, I mean, business partners have screwed me, folks that are, relationship have been screwed. So when they screw me, I'm like, okay, God, you told me to help this person. I did my part. You take care of them now. Right. You handle it. Because you said I just step back and let him, and remember God said, vengeance is mine. So I don't have to do anything. Right. I just let him go handle them because, they screw me for me helping you, especially when I do it with a good heart. I didn't do it without a malice. I wasn't looking for anything back from you. I just did it because I remember when you came and you begged me to help you. Right. I said, sure, I'll do it for you.
Right. So I like how we're having this conversation now, because when we look at it, a lot of people will say, okay, dog has reached a certain status. What is it doing for its people? What is it doing for African immigrants that are here in the United States or even in other parts of the world? What are the things that you say that you're doing to help people? I know that you're giving a lot of information, financial information out there. What are the other things that you're doing?
There's so much stuff that I do privately, quietly, that I don't share, right. Because at the end of the day, it's not me doing it, it's God doing it. But I've done so much so I have so many people that I support, that I take care of, families and stuff like that I take care of their school fees, things that I do for people that I don't talk about. It's not for me to brag about it or say stuff like that. Yeah. But it's there, it's available. The folks that I'm helping, they know who they are. Right. I've taken somebody away from a situation where they're struggling, nobody's helping them, and I took them and set them up. Right. So at the end of the day, I just do when God shares with me and says, hey, take care of this person for me real quick, because he's not going to come down from heaven. Right. He uses me to do it or somebody else to do it. Right. So when he messages me and sends me a message to help someone, and the person happens to appear at the same time he's sending me, I do it. So it's just what it is. I just hope folks understand that when you've been given an opportunity, don't forget where you were before. And
that's major.
Always remember to reach out and help. And of course, we're not just trying to just do stuff for anyone. We want people that are serious, that are going to be responsible, that are going to be able to handle the stuff that you're giving them. Right. Because some people are just lazy.
And some people are users.
Exactly. They just have they have that user spirit. And you got to be mindful of that.
Yeah, but like, I'm sure a lot of people approaches you and come to you and stuff. How do you know who's genuine and who's not?
You can't. You just got to feel out their energy and see how they approach you. Right. It's all in the approach. And there's some people that actually, one thing in life is this. There's some people that know the game. For example, right? Somebody's applying for a job. They have the best resume. They interview well. But they've never done that job before. And then you hire them based on their resume, based on their approach, like they interviewed well, and then you hire them and you realize this person is a dunce. They don't know nothing.
It's full of
full of crap, right? So so that's why you got to be able to fire them immediately. Right. And the thing is, so when I bring somebody in my life, some of them might be in my life a month, 2 months, a year, 2 years, and I've spent money on them in a lot of different ways, maybe it's business or whatever. Yeah. And then boom, they show who they really are, because now they think they've arrived. I'm like, okay, I step away. See, I don't worship money. That's the thing. Because money doesn't do nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. I don't mind if I spend it and I lose it. That's fine. It's lost. But at least I know one thing for sure. I'm going to make the money back 100-fold. But you ain't going to be a part of that situation. Right. So I've gotten rid of you. You've showed yourself good. Go ahead and enjoy. You're not going to last long, because God will deal with you later. Right. So that's all. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. So, I mean, of course, you're a business person with multiple businesses, a lot of success. And what that means is, as the success comes, there's going to be people that want to bring you down. Right?
Yes.
Now, how do you manage your emotions around that situation, right? Because building something and people trying to destroy it's a different story. How do you manage yourself? Like, how do you keep yourself composed?
I just stay focused on God, man. I just stay focused on the universe. I stay focused on God, and I make sure, I don't change who I am, and I continue doing what I'm supposed to do, right? And those people, one thing is this: negative never likes positive. Negative will run away, and they'll show themselves. You can't maintain a life forever. Liars will always be found. See, it's easy to tell the truth and stay consistent.
Right.
A liar doesn't stay consistent. Eventually they'll show who they are.
Right.
That's why in everything we do, it's a relationship. That's the key word, relationship. Right. When you get married, it's a marriage relationship. Everything, even the US government recognizes a marriage as a business.
Right.
They also recognize individuals as a business. That's why when you're getting married, like when you were looking to get married, you married your partner because you saw her as somebody that can manage your she's your vice president in your family business. When she was single by herself, she was the president and the vice president of her family business. Now when she was looking for a husband, she's like, man, I need somebody that I can trust, that can take the position of a president. And she found you, and you all dated, and you went out, and she was checking you out to say, okay, is he somebody that can be my president? That I could respect, I could deal with. You looking at her like someone that could be my vice president.
Right.
You see? And then you all decided, both of you decided, okay, let's get married. So you now joined yourself together.
We can say a lot of times the core values that guys look for. Well, I mean, we're growing and learning, right? But I think, naturally, guys, we look at the beauty, we look at the body, and a lot of time we make decisions. Man, she's bad. She looks good. Like, what else does she have to offer?
Yes.
Other than that? So, like, can you just touch more
on that?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, how do you find the right person?
Yes. So one of my good friends has this saying that your beauty will get you a man, but your character will keep the man. See, character is everything. At the end of the day, same thing for a guy. Your good looks will get you a woman, but your character will keep the woman. There's no perfect situation. Every human being is different. Right? Everybody is different. Everybody has something that they're looking for. But at the end of the day, you have to decide, because both of you are forming a union. You're coming in as a relationship. So you shouldn't base your decision based on looks, because looks fade. What if they get killed? They get into a car accident, and the looks is affected.
Right.
What is going to keep you with them? What if the guy gets into a situation? Can you stay with him? So you need somebody that's solid. They have the right, things in place, and it's not somebody just trying to use you. Because there's people that just go into a relationship just to use the person. Right. They know they don't really care for the person. They don't care, but they attracted to the person because of the value, the money the person is bringing in. Right. And they get married just because of money. And eventually they realize, man, this person is treating me bad, well, because you came in for the wrong reason. And he could sense that, or she could sense that. Right. So, and those things never last long. The marriages break up and everything ends.
Yeah, that's deep. That's deep, man. So, for me, it's a different experience sitting here with you. I'm not hearing sound, nothing. Even if there's a siren passing by, I'm not gonna hear it or anything like that. Like, so are you used to this lifestyle? Like, when you enter another car, are you like, man, why am I in this rubbish? No, because really, like, just to give an experience, like when I drive my Mercedes and then I drive another car, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm hearing the road, blah, 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 But coming here, when I go and enter my car, I'm going to be pissed. So how do you stay humble to be able to still meet other people and still vibe with them?
Because at the end of the day, man, God, I look at the way God has blessed me, and I understand that, everybody has their journey, right? And this world is a circle. So I'll give you an example. Like when I took my Rolls Royce to the dealership for the service, right?
No.
So I pulled it up, put it in, and then they said, okay, we're gonna give you a car rental. So they gave me a BMW, 5 Series electric or whatever the case might be. I could have had an attitude about it and be upset about why, I brought you a Phantom. Why you giving me? No, it didn't matter to me. I didn't care. I took it. The guy was like, "Oh, are you okay?" He was actually trying to apologize. I said, "No, it's cool. It's okay. I just need to. My car's not gonna be here for months, and I don't drive this all the time. I have 2 cars at the house. I just needed to make sure I'm not using any of my car for your service, and whatever you give me, I'm good with it." Somebody else will have an attitude about it. But it's not about that. I'm still good. I'm still fulfilled. So once I leave a car and I'm driving somebody else's car, I just experience that moment. So, and then I go like this car here, like when I pull up at the place, man, the respect that I get,
It's
the
different.
experience that I get, that's priceless,
Right. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. So, for immigrants watching this video now, and they're like, man, I want to be like Doug one day when I grow up. What are like 3 things that you can share with them that can change their life, or at least move them from where they are to where they need to be?
Well, you got to keep growing and learning. And I don't know, it just depends on what it is they're doing.
Right.
People say, I want to be like Doug when I grow up. Great, Of course, they're not saying they want to be me. They want to have the lifestyle that I
Your
have.
status.
Right?
Yeah, they want to have a status. Yeah, that's true. When people say I want to be like you, they're saying I want your status.
That's what they want. They just want the lifestyle. They want to drive a Rolls Royce. They want to be in a Rolls Royce. They want to be and live in a mansion. That's what they're looking for.
Right.
And I get it. And you could have it. You could get all those things. But the question is, what are you grounded with? What are you doing right now to make sure you could get there? Now I know it's tough. Life is tough. But at the end of the day, what are your goals? What's your mindset like? Because to be in this level, your mindset has to be different from everybody else's mindset.
Facts.
You can't be in the same circle of friends that are not going anywhere to get to this level. You have to find a different circle of friends that are looking to scale up. And you have to also show that you bring value to whichever group you're going to be a part of. I bring value to people I'm in their group. If I'm going to be if somebody's going to be my friend, I need to give them value. I need to be able to, they need to benefit from me somehow, somewhere.
Right.
And in some cases, I serve them to make sure that I'm doing things that will benefit them as well, the way I'm learning from them too.
Right.
So yeah, I mean,
So like that's really good. Talking to you, right? Every time I talk to you, and I've been talking to you for a long time, right? I notice one thing. You know your why. You know your purpose in life. You're passionate about it, and you go at it, right? Now, for a lot of people, identifying their why is one of the biggest issues. And I actually saw this thing, right? And it was talking about people who are multi-talented ends up struggling. I'm one of them, right? Just to give an example, because you're so good at so many things, and whatever you do, you get really good at it. And then you're like, oh my God, which one? What should I do? So like, how do people like me and millions of other people in the world navigate around that struggle, right? Where they know, identify your why, your passion, and stick to it. Because I think that's always the biggest issue.
Right. No, I hear you very well, man. And the thing is this, that you got to find that one thing, right, that you're really good at. And yes, when you have so many things that you're good at, that's great. That's awesome. But what is out of all those things that you're good at? You find one, stick with it, make that your foundation. See, you got to have a foundation that no matter what happens around you, if anything happens, your foundation is solid and is constantly bringing money. So in your case, whatever you feel like, okay, I, based on what I know about you, right? I see the videos and all that, but your found based on what I know is that real estate thing, right?
Right.
Real estate is your foundation. You make money on there. You could do that in your sleep.
Right.
You know, so that's your foundation. You build that out. That's good. That, you know, that could continue generating revenue.
Right.
Everything else, the video, the stuff that you do,
Right.
that's just extra money
Right.
that comes in. So I mean, you, and then eventually, if you like, you know what, I want to now pivot to other things, then you can. But at least you know, no matter what happens, your foundation is solid. So I guess the next step for in your case is to now build a situation where you could have other people working in that real estate, bringing money, so you don't have to do it, so you can focus on your passion.
Right. Build a system.
Yeah, build a system where you're making, you know, like J. Paul Gotti said, I'd rather make 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own.
Ooh.
See what I'm saying? So if you build a system where you have other brokers, and I know you all could do it in real estate too,
Right.
you know, you build that out, and then folks are selling, you're teaching them how to do it, you're using this system that you have already to help them scale up or whatever, and they go out and make money
Right.
in the real estate world, and guess what? You get paid off of everything they do.
Right.
Because you're motivating, you're inspiring them, you're getting them going. So you don't ever have to worry about selling one property anymore.
Right.
Because you have 1,000 agents doing that for you.
Right.
And you're making money off every agent out
Right.
there. You know, while you're building your video business, you're building your other talents that you already have.
Right.
So that's your foundation, that's the money. And that's my foundation. My foundation is insurance. You know, insurance. So I inspire a lot of people to get in the insurance business. I help them. They're solid there. They're doing that. So I'm making money off of everybody that comes in while I'm doing other things that I love to do.
Wow. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. So we've been riding in this I'm not even gonna say this is a car. This is not even a car. We've been riding this private jet on the road for some time now.
Yes.
It feels good. You know, this is luxury life.
Yep.
But what's next for you in next, you know, what's next to come?
Yeah, so right now we just created a company because I wanted to build a company where I want to now give back 100%, but I realized I can't do it by myself. You know, I need more people to come join me, right? And I found the easiest way I could do that and still educate people is through my financial services business.
Okay.
You know, so I was in another organization before I decided to branch out and start my own, you know. And why? Because I want to go after the immigrant market. I want to go after the Latino market. I want to go after the black market. I want to go after the Caribbean market. Why all these markets? Well, because they're underserved. Nobody's educating them about finances.
Wow.
That's geared towards them. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to work with other cultures, but all I'm saying is this market is underserved. There's about 110 million Caribbeans, Africans, blacks, and Latinos in America.
110 million. That's a lot. 100.
That's a lot of people.
Right.
But they don't know the rules to the money game. So I want to help them understand the rules to the money game. But I cannot help 100 million people by myself. So now I want to look for folks that are hungry, that are looking to be inspired, that are looking for opportunity to do better. Right. And you don't have to have a college degree, because I don't have a college degree. You don't have to have a master's, because I don't have a master's. All I want is, are you serious? Are you hungry? Do you have the heart to win? If you are that person, you have the heart to win. Guess what? Come join my organization. There's no fee to join. Come join. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to learn about money. We have a company called True Legacy Life Group, where we're helping families, individuals, and business owners in that community that I mentioned.
Wow.
Teaching them how to understand the credit system in America, teaching them how to understand the money system in America, teaching them how to understand the taxes in America. You know, so that when they build their companies, when they build their family business, they could keep it in the family forever. And how am I able to educate on that? Well, because I've written 2 books, Creating Generational Wealth, which is my first book, and the second one is Preserving Generational Wealth, because I know how to do it. Because we work hard, we come to America, we work hard, we do everything, and then we die, we leave everything to the U.S. government. Our children don't get it, our family members don't get it. Well, the government will take it, because the government is like, listen, you didn't leave it for anybody, you left it for us, so we'll take it and we'll use it. The government wants you to leave it for your children, but if you're not properly structured, you're going to leave it for the government and they'll take it.
And even when you live for the children, a lot of times
they don't know what to do. They destroy it. So this is what I teach, how to make sure you leave it for the children and you still control it, even when you're dead and gone.
Really? So you can still control?
Yes. After that, you still control everything.
Something else.
You control it when you're dead and gone. Because you might mess around and come back to the same family when you come back.
Right.
So I want to make sure when I come back, I come back to the money I left behind.
Right.
I don't want to come back and the money is gone.
It's gone.
That's why when children are born, right, and they come out and they start crying because they wake up and they realize, oh no, wrong family. This wasn't the family I wanted. They messed up. They spent all the money. I saw them spending the money. Oh no, I came in the wrong family. They start crying. See, the rich children, when they come, they have to slap them to make them cry.
They're like, okay, soft life.
They cry. And they're like, the baby is not crying. They have to slap before the baby start crying. But they come in, they smile like, thank you, God. I came back in the right place. This is...
So, Doc, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun, right?
Yes.
Have you had, you've had Nigerian jollof. Have you had other African jollof, like Ghana jollof?
Yeah.
Sierra Leone jollof, other type of jollof food?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So, there's this thing, it's always Ghana versus Nigerian jollof, right?
Yes.
Which one is better, Ghana or Nigerian jollof?
Man, I'll say this. I got to stay with my country, man.
You sound like your little assistant,
I gotta stay with Nigerian jollof. And Nigerian jollof is different.
Yeah.
Because Nigeria alone has like 20,000 different countries in one country.
Yeah.
The British just screwed us in that situation. They packed us like sardines.
Nigeria is almost a continent.
It's
not almost.
We have Calabar, we have so many different tribes. Right. And everybody cook jollof different.
That's true.
The Yorubas cook jollof different.
Totally different.
The way Igbos cook, so it's like we can't really, so I don't know, man.
Yeah. And one thing I always say about jollof is it depends on who makes it.
Exactly. Yeah. It depends on who makes it. Because when I was in Gambia, I ate Gambian jollof. It's different.
Yeah.
They put a bunch of meat in there. I mean, it's like, they say theirs is the best, Right.
Everybody
says theirs is the best.
And even when you enter Nigeria, Yoruba man will say Yoruba jollof is the best.
Exactly.
People will say Yoruba jollof is the best.
Hausa people, I don't even know if the Hausa people do jollof.
I'm not sure.
I never tried their jollof.
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest.
Have
you tried Senegalese jollof?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you need to try that.
I need to try that one.
In my opinion, Senegal the best jollof.
Oh yeah?
Africa. Yeah.
Okay.
And jollof actually originated from Senegal.
Wow.
Yeah, they have the best jollof I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Their jollof is different.
I might have to visit Senegal.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to eat it here. I want to go to Senegal.
You want to experience the...
Yeah, I gotta experience everything.
Right.
And one thing I do know, because I was in Gambia, and Gambia is next to Senegal. And one thing I want to tell all these women that are here in America that are looking, the black men are this and that, and they're comparing to maybe 2-3 black men that they did it, right? Listen, the white women, and nothing against my white sisters, you all are good. They're going to Senegal and picking the black men there. Even me as a man, I ain't gay or nothing, but...
You saw those men, you were like
Senegal, these brothers, man. Woo, I don't know what God spent time. So ladies, go to Senegal and find. I didn't even say Nigeria. I'm saying go to Senegal and find you some good-looking black brother. I mean, God designed them.
Yeah.
So Senegalese, peace.
That's dope. That's dope, man. All right, so Doug, like every time I see you, you're always fresh, man. Like Doug is just always looking fresh. How do you upkeep? Like, what is your skincare routine? How do you just upkeep yourself?
Man, I stay healthy. I like to eat healthy stuff because as you get older, man, and you know, what you feed your mind and what you feed yourself is very important. You know, you're not going to spend the money and feed yourself with good food, you know, and protect your health,
Right.
or spend money feeding yourself with medication. You know, and I want to feed myself with good food, because we're in America, which is a great country,
Right.
but the government is not going to feed you. You know, because again, if I control your mind, control your money, I control you.
Facts.
So I want to make sure nobody's going to control my mind. So I eat healthy food. I find things that are healthy.
Right.
I use things that, you know, are good for my skin, that are natural. You know, oils that don't clog up my skin, because everything we put on our body can mess us up. I mean, God has created a lot of natural stuff for us to help us stay healthy.
Right.
You know, I don't eat fast food. I don't eat junk. Even at the house, I stopped eating rice, not because, you know, because it's starchy. I watch, even when I eat a very small portion, I don't eat a lot of it.
Wow. I need to join you.
Yeah, because, you know, a lot of things that we love might not love us.
Right.
So we got to be careful.
You love it, but does it love you
But
back?
it does love you back, man. So I'm very careful when it comes to that. So I try to find things, you know, that are healthy, like couscous. I'll do couscous instead of rice, right? Because couscous is healthy. You know, I'll do you know, there's a lot of other things, like the potatoes I eat, like the purple potatoes.
Okay.
You know, I do that because it's healthy for you.
Okay.
Yeah, some things, I just take your time and look for it. You know, I shop at places like Mom's, you know, organic stores where they sell healthy foods. I don't eat meat, you know, because meat not only does, when I found out that meat messes up your libido, you know, I'm a black man. I need my libido to be working.
Right. Right. So, I mean, would you say that, you know, you have the time to go and shop at organic places and choose a more healthy lifestyle?
Yeah.
You know, because of, you know, where you're at now, right? You know, 'cause for somebody, let's say for example, for somebody, you know, working minimum job and stuff, you know, even to buy the organic food, especially in the States, is expensive, right? So like, how do they navigate around this? Does everything lead to making that money first so that you can live a healthier lifestyle, or there are ways around it?
There's always ways around it, man. I mean, you know, you spend money for what you feel is important. Because because they make minimum wage doesn't mean they're not overspending anyway. Right. They're buying things anyway that they shouldn't be buying.
Bags.
You know, right?
Bags, shoes.
Bags, shoes, you know. So when it comes to your health, you should prioritize that. That should be the first things first. Right. You know, you don't have to wait till you're making a certain amount of money to go buy things. You know, I mean, and all those stores also have coupons that they give out. So there's ways to buy the things you want that is healthy for you. And then it's also about managing your money correctly. See, a lot of times people think, oh, it's because of the money they make. No. I know people that make $1 million that spend $2 million. You know, they overspend the money they make. So it's not about how much you make, it's all about how much you keep and how you manage and prioritize your money.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, that's all that is important. You know, that's why what I do is I find places where people are throwing money away unknowingly and unnecessarily. We could fix it. Right. See, because if you don't find the holes in your financial bucket, you're gonna keep pouring money in there and it's gonna keep escaping. Right. So I don't like my money escaping. I like my money staying. Right. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely inspiring. All right, so as we round this up, how can people reach out to you? You know, somebody that wants to work with you, join your insurance company, or they just want to learn from you. Like, how can they reach out to you?
Yeah, so definitely that's good. So what I want you to do is I'm going to be doing a free webinar.
Okay.
You know, for all my anyone that's interested in learning about financial, you know, how to manage their money correctly, the right way. And for those people that also might be interested in working with me, you know, especially if you're here in the US and you want to work with me in the sense of becoming a financial service professional, you know, you want to come in and join my organization, I'm going to do a webinar, a free webinar on that. So you could go on, I'm going to put the link on here. It's going to be a free link. You could tap in and book a session. So if you go to our website, truelegacylifegroup.com, and there's going to be an opportunity there. Just put an appointment. You click there, and you could book an appointment with me on there, and we'll meet in there one-on-one and talk. Yes.
Okay.
truelegacylifegroup.com.
Okay. Yeah, man. It was definitely awesome hanging out with you, having a good time, getting the experience of luxury, soft life.
Yes.
My mindset have changed. Now I've tasted good. You know what happens when you taste good.
Yes.
You're like, I must find a way to reach this.
You got to. I mean, one thing is, once you keep surrounding yourself with the right mindset, the right folks, the right opportunity, I mean, it's just, it's right there. And you will get here so quickly. You'll be like, man, I remember when I used to ride over here. But I mean, the thing is this. God is setting you up right now for greatness.
Right.
I know it might seem like it's far, but it's coming.
Right.
You just gotta be patient.
Right.
I mean, I've been patient years. God is just making sure that when he gives you what he's gonna give you, that you'll be able to manage it. See, he doesn't give us stuff that, when he knows that we're not ready yet.
Right.
So just be patient. It's coming.
Right.
And when it comes, you would even remember the past.
Right.
See, I don't remember my past. No, I don't remember anything from before.
Right.
I just remember what's going on right now.
Right. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's definitely been a pleasure hanging out with you, and I look forward to, doing more content with you.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.